Hello, 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 Virgo. It's umomgtarot, and this is your tarot card reading for December. Another one. Well, your first tarot card reading for December. And I just wanted to get you some messages. Just get the vibes right and get you some messages from your romance angels. And then we'll do a tarot spread for you, see what's going on. Okay? I do think this is going to be like kind of a... this is romance, so it is a love and relationships reading. But right off the bat, Virgo, I think there's some key informationals that you need to learn for your love life. So stay tuned. Well, good dogs. Keep an open mind. Virgo. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I see how dry my hands are, and I apologize. I'm not gonna do anything about it. But I apologize for the unsightly dryness. Normally they don't look like this. Anyways, keep an open mind. Virgo, your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. You got this whole thing in mind. You got the why, the where. You're trying to manifest a certain type. And maybe you've been trying to manifest this certain type for a long time. Maybe it's not manifesting because your type is looking a bit different than you envisioned. So keep that in mind. And then we have, whoa, Virgo, pay attention to the red flags. I hear ya, right? So the person you may have in mind, like, it just, maybe they don't work for you and you still like that. It still excites you. It still makes you all hot and bothered. But the signs are cautioning you. Pay attention to the red flags. Don't pretend you don't notice. All right, Virgo, I feel like this is valuable information for you guys, because some of it, you guys are like, oh my God, I know, I was in denial. I know, now that I have this validation, this sign, I get it. Right? Express your love, Virgo. And some of you are shy, some of you don't want to get hurt, some of you are very avoidant of vulnerability. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Risk it all, baby. If you got a feeling you like someone, they tickle you in some way, it's okay to express that. Not vomit on them with emotions, but I appreciate that. I appreciate you. You have a beautiful smile. Oh, you have a warm energy. You're very funny. You're very, like little, I appreciate that. Little, they will compound. But don't be excessive about it either, though. But I know you wouldn't, because you're not one to just hand out compliments. So Virgo, listen, keep an open mind. Okay, pay attention to the red flags. Stop doing it. If you notice a pattern within yourself, nobody else is going to notice. So it's up to you. Yeah, I do always start relationships off by cheating on the last person or falling in love with somebody who's taken, and then I should know that that's the foundation of a unhealthy relationship. Sometimes it works out actually, so I don't know. You know your patterns, Virgo. Well, let's have a look and see what comes up for you in December. I feel like it... Okay. Oh, so you guys are actually having an issue with holding your cards close to you, holding back, not being open. So some of you might even feel like you're not expressive enough. Like, I know there's the mysterious Virgo trope, but there's also this, like, I'm quiet and reserved because it's by design. You guys do not like to tell everybody all of your business or what's going on, or you don't want anyone to have too much intel. And then even the people that you tell stuff, you don't tell them some parts, and then you tell other people some parts and not other parts. Like, you like to craft that reality and perception of you with the people in your life. So you holding your cards close to you, it might even be something that is inhibiting you from connecting, from being open, because you're trying to control, what people think, like you anticipate what they think and try to control that perception, and that's not your business. It's not your business, Virgo. Right, we have the Emperor, another four, looking for stability, you Virgos, and it's not uncommon that you want stability because you're an earth sign. So this is the Emperor. It is associated with Aries energy, and so this is like energy that's brought to the table. It's like almost like energy that you wish you had or that you have and you're working on igniting and making more of. This energy is leadership. This energy is somebody who's in control and keeps motion going in life. So this person's on top of routines. This person is managing people and their routines. This person is staying on top of the bills, staying on top of the work schedule, staying on top of the chores, paying everything on time, signing up for this ahead of time. Calendars, baby. But most of all, it's just the archetype of somebody who's responsible and somebody who's reliable and somebody who can be trusted by multiple people. Almost like the Hierophant, but not quite. This is more an action person. This is not a regional manager. This is a store manager type. So I think that this is kind of like energy that you want to ignite or you aspire to have, you know, as you keep your cards close to you. Maybe it's like you don't want anyone to know your master plan. But I think that there's like a fire, like this is very Aries, Mars energy. So it's about like inspiration and motivation and drive. So I feel like some of you guys are holding your cards close to you. You're not trying to let anybody know your next move. But I think that like they're, you know, that could be a good thing, but also you could be limiting yourself as far as resources. So I think that if any of you guys are inspired to be that leader in your life or step it up and be that reliable leader figure in your life, I think that you just like, it's almost like you're not there right now, but that's where you want to be. That's how you envision yourself. And like, that's where you're heading. Right. And that'd be a stable thing, like a regular thing, like what's expected of you. I like it. Oh, look at that. The world. See how you're trying to change your life? You're trying to transform. You're trying to be night and day from who you were versus who you are. You want the now you to be a new and improved you. You've learned very big, long-term generational lessons. Now, I mean like over the last decade, over the last couple decades, over the last triple decades, 4 decades, however long. I feel like you've maybe made peace or have like some sort of closure on certain lessons in life. Again, I feel like, again, keep an open mind, pay attention to red flags, express your love. Maybe it's lessons on, you know, how to be a leader, how to be confident, how to, you know, reinvent yourself based on the things that you struggled with in the past. You know, like, oh, I used to be really shy, I used to not, and now I took classes and now I'm a public speaker. Or, you know, I used to really kind of be scared of like putting my hand up in class. Now I paid special attention to that and, you know, improved it. But either way, this indicates a transformation of sorts, not just like a random small one, but a bigger overall theme that affects your life, that just makes you different. Some of you guys started going to the gym. Some of you guys changed your routine, your habits. What's just going on? Big themes. Oh my goodness, look at that. The Hierophant is here. Like I mentioned him earlier. And also lots of major arcana. So big themes for December, Virgo. You guys are really thinking about things and contemplating life and what your next moves are. Good for you. But it's the end of the year, so a lot of people are doing that, and I think that you guys are trying to like plan, organize, routine it. Listen, the pressure's on, but the pressure's not really on because everybody does that in January. There's a mass consciousness of people having a new beginning and wanting to start. But then there's also a mass consciousness of people just being like, oh yeah, I forgot I made my New Year's resolution. Oops, I forgot. The Hierophant is about commitment. So again, wanting to commit to that archetype, that energy, that leader, that person who's in control, that person who guides others. And this is also connected to your core values and beliefs. So somebody who's recognized as someone with integrity or strong beliefs or convictions. You want to be a stronger figure in, I guess, your overall family life. I feel like personal, you know, transformation here is like we're covering all bases. It's like you want to be a leader of the people that you're around, or you at least want to seem like a strong pillar in the lives of your friends, family, community. And you're looking to commit to that. So there's a lot of stability in this type of energy. We have 2 earthy energies here, Capricorn and Taurus. And then we have our Aries, the fire. And Capricorn and Aries go hand in hand because they're both very motivated to achieve. So one's the inspiration, the fire, the energy, and one's the planner and the executor. So it's really good energy, and it shows me that, Virgo, you guys are really trying to make something happen this year. And you're really going over you're really making peace with the lessons that you've learned this year and maybe even over the past few years. Also, I guess the spiritual energy is coming up. I guess you guys are trying to like be wiser, or like you guys, like if you used to be a yapper, now you're like stoic. Now you're trying to calm down. You're trying to be super chill. You're trying to, you know, I feel like you guys are trying to give aura, give leadership, give calmness. I feel like you guys are especially paying attention to that, Virgo. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you guys may not feel like you're leveling up to an independent person, recognized. I guess that means that some of you feel undervalued right now. Some of you guys feel like people think you're wishy-washy or not reliable or won't come through or whatever it is the reputation has been. Again, looking for the stability, looking for the leadership energy within yourself to show to other people. This is like you wanting it to be recognized for real, for real. Like, it's one thing to want that energy, to have it, to possess it, to be it, and have people look up to you. It's a whole other thing to want people to recognize it. So I feel like you guys want some attention. And you know, as far as like romance and relationships, I feel like you guys want a commitment. You guys want something stable, but you guys are holding yourselves back. Like, you're not really being like, I want this, I want that. You're just kind of holding your cards close to you, and then, you know, what you do want is a big, like, stable change. Somebody that is a big change in your life. Somebody that feels like it's right to commit, and you're inspired to be a leader and take your role as a partner. I guess the leadership part of the partnership. Again, again, you guys just want it to be recognized. I'm wondering, because like first I'm like, okay, how do we jump from like I want to be a leader and, you know, and commit and be powerful and be seen as a king and all this, and be seen as a queen or, well, king archetype, so leader. But it's more looking like, as far as relationships, it's looking like you want somebody who sees you that way, more than like you want to, like, I want to do the work to, you know. I feel like you've been through a lot, and I guess maybe you're realizing that you do see yourself that way, or in some reality, someone's perception, they will see you that way too. And that's what you're looking for, and that's what you want to be recognized. But I feel like time and time again, like, people who are independent, people who are doing their own thing, don't see that in you. Maybe that's one of those things, a red flag to pay attention to. Or also, maybe an independent person doesn't see that in you. You know, but there's something about like this solo energy. So I don't know if some of you are single child households, or people you date are single child households. There's just something missed in the recognition of the power that is a king or an emperor or a hierophant. You know, it's just, maybe it challenges that leadership. Somebody who's been independent and you want to lead, but you keep trying to be with people who want to lead too, or do their own thing. They don't want to be controlled. I think you could manifest what you wish as soon as you have this aha moment, as soon as you have that spiritual validation. And I think some of you will get that spiritual validation realizing what, I guess, the red flags are. That doesn't make somebody evil, but it's a red flag based on what it is that you truly want for yourself. You keep picking these people that are a red flag, but you're like, oh, but they look nice in those pants that night, like, or, you know, but I like the way their face looks, or I like the way their body is, or I like the way that, you know, this part of their personality, but I don't like that. You know, it's just like compromising what you actually want for your soul, to make life work, for good relationship and all the fundamental stuff for that stuff. You're kind of like ignoring the red flags because you really, really like something else. So just make sure you're very clear about what your intent is. You know, I know it's like giving spoilers to someone, but it's just like, make your intent clear, and then you'll get that. This is about spiritual validation, so I feel like that's when you kind of let things go and just see how it goes. Don't try to play no games. Just listen, this is my intention. You know, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're my match, but like, this is my intention. I'm looking for somebody for a real relationship, a serious one. I want someone who has my back. I want this, I want that. You know, I don't want to feel embarrassed about it because I'm looking for something I don't have, and I'm a Virgo, so I'm very sensitive and very, you know, I don't want to be vulnerable with everybody, and I want everyone to know that something's bothering me. You know, I know you don't like to be embarrassed, but it's like some power in the words of vocalizing what it is you want, because it can fall upon some ears that can, oh yeah, you want that? Actually, my brother's sister's business firm's auntie's uncle, this is the son, is hiring. I didn't know you want it. Let me set you up. Dude, speak the words out your mouth. Express the love. Pay attention to the red flags. The red flags are not going to be like, surprise, I'm a red flag. They're going to be stuff you already dealt with. You have history. You have personal transformation is being like, I've got years and years of experience here, and generally this is who I am kind of energy. And it's like, and I'm understanding some of my overall patterns, not my yearly patterns, maybe my 10 yearly patterns, maybe my whole lifetime patterns. You know, like thus far patterns, and I'm realizing how different I've become over time, and like this transformation like has allowed me to conclude another bigger thing. It's about the birth of the new you, but it's not a sudden birth. It's like a realization that you've been changing. So I think some of you Virgos are different now, and you realize your patterns, and instead of being like, oh, but I still want what I want, you guys are smart and you're very grounded, and you're looking to be a leader, or somebody who puts their foot down, looking to be in charge of what happens in your life, and daring not to entertain, although beautiful, although stunning, although elegant, although seductive, although radiant, looking to find somebody who's upright, somebody who's on the up and up, someone who understands you, somebody who is aligned with you, rather than somebody who's upside down but they look good like that, or they look good on paper, or they look good outwardly. It doesn't matter if they don't fit to your specific likings. Someone else will be in rotation. Okay, and maybe that is the red flag that you're looking for. We have 2 9s in a row, the spiritual validation of it all. Maybe try it. Maybe talk to some people, and once you realize it's like the same kind of thing that you've been dealing with, instead of entertaining it some more, maybe you go, okay, you know what, God bless, I'm out. And then you never know what may happen. That could be karma points that we can't see, and then boom, your one and only shows up. You've learned congratulations, you've learned the lesson. I grant you your one and only. You never know. Oop, bottom of the deck. Might be true. Alright, so there it is, Virgo. That's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and you know what? My Etsy shop is paused right now because our Canada Post is on strike, and so parcels are just too expensive to ship through couriers, so it's on pause. So just have a share on this video if you liked it, and let your fellow Virgos see the light here, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.